Hello everybody, I am back with some AI, the Somnium Files, because I felt like it. And because it finally cooled down a little bit. And I'm actually able to think somewhat decently. Seriously, it has been getting pretty freaking hot lately. And I am unable to deal with that. And I'm just gonna skip that, because otherwise, while I'm talking, I'll hear things in the background and it will fuck up my speech. Alright, it's been a little bit, at least a week I think, since I played AI. Might have been slightly more. I'm not great with time. I usually keep myself busy, so days just kinda disappear. It's better than to have days take forever because you're not doing anything, I suppose, but it does fuck up my streaming schedule a little bit, especially in the heat, where I'm like, yeah, I could stream, but it's super fucking hot and I feel like dying, so probably not the best time to stream. That's always one thing that I consider while streaming. I always try to think to myself, okay, but do you actually feel well enough to stream, you know? Because I once streamed Dark Souls and it was super freaking hot in my apartment, to the point where it was maybe 40 degrees, maybe a little bit more. Outside it was maybe 25, 30, but because of the idiot that made my apartment building, I have one wall of my home that is basically just all fucking windows, so it's like a magnifying glass and you're just dying of heat. I remember once my mom came to visit me and she just walked into my home, she didn't even get past the hallway, and she felt the heat and was like, nope, we're just gonna go eat somewhere else. And I definitely agreed, because who wants to sit there in 40 degrees, right? Kinda got off topic there though. Not really sure. Can only really interact with Tama, it seems. Let's see. Okay, so I'm guessing that maybe these Tamagotchi things actually work in real time, because otherwise this thing wouldn't already be asking me a question, because I'm fairly sure that at the end of the last stream I answered the question. What kind of music do you like? I literally have no preference in this. I honestly don't even know what my new music taste would be like. I like rock, but I mean that's like saying, oh, you like okay, I couldn't think of a metaphor there, but it's just a really fake, yeah, rock. There's a shit ton of rock. I guess I've listened to both death metal and symphonic, so I guess we'll go with death metal, even though not my favorite, I'd say. Some songs can be good, well, some music can be good, but some of it just has to hit me. But yeah, classic rock is something I like, except for the Eagles. I don't even know if the Eagles are rock or not, but I remember one of their songs called Guns N' Roses, and I'll tell you now, that shit was burnt into my brain, because at an old job of mine in a retail store, they just put Hotel California on a fucking loop, you know, as background music. And I had to hear that for so long in an environment that I absolutely hated, that now every time I hear Hotel California, I just get some sort of PTSD and absolutely loathe the song. I can genuinely not hear that song without getting pissed off. So yeah, that's the story of why I hate Hotel California. What is that? What is it that bothers you about Soma? I know.
The location indicated in the hidden message in BATS 490 was a research institute.
It was. It was.
That's what Shoma said, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That actually... Does that make sense? Why would it point at Shakira's research institute if he had already left the organization way earlier, right? At least 10 to 20 years if I remember correctly. Yet Shota more than likely met the crazy chick that I thought was gonna be the evil woman, except for the fact that she turned up dead, or split in half, or whatever you want to call it. Which means that either Soma was lying, Chikara was lying, or Crazy Woman was lying.
But it actually wasn't Horadori Institute. I read through a ton of speculation threads online, and none of them mentioned Horadori Institute.
Yeah.
Then where was it, really?
Probably somewhere with Nisig locks or whatever.
I don't know. All I know for sure is it wasn't Horadori Institute.
Wait, why
Then
did
that means
Shota
Shoma lied.
Why did Shota point us into whatever Dori Institute? Or is he actually a member of Nisig locks and he put us onto a wrong trail or yet on the right trail? Maybe we're supposed to interact with Chikara because he wanted us to actually figure something out about him. And then when Chikara's purpose was done, they killed him.
I have to talk to him. Where's Shoma now?
I don't know. It looks like he turned his smartphone off. But we do have a lead. Remember what Komeiji said?
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too. He's almost in middle school and he still comes here by himself all the time.
Ferris wheel. The one on the rooftop amusement park at Misaton.
About Chikara.
Chikara was doing some dubious research in the past.
His current research is pretty dubious too.
Is it?
Rewriting DNA to achieve immortality.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure most people would want to stay at least like healthy for an extended period of time. So I don't really see the problem with that.
It was even more questionable than that. Rumors say there were even human experiments involved.
Okay, yeah, that is questionable.
Human experiments?
Anyway, word moves fast, and the Research Institute was temporarily shut down. This happened 9 years ago. During that time, Chikara went missing for a bit to avoid being investigated.
But
it was reopened after things had settled down. Of course, that required a massive amount of funds, which was provided by
Nice and lost.
Riichi Chieda,
Oh.
Kizuna Chieda's father.
Okay, I'll be honest. Okay, wait, hold up. Okay, so I kind of thought that might have been Boss's daughter because they mentioned that she was also 18, but maybe I was wrong. Also, I don't know who her father is now. I feel like that name might have meant something, but I don't fucking know. Oh, no, okay. Who is Riichi Chieda?
Riichi Chieda is an extremely wealthy investor. He's rich enough to be on the list of the world's most wealthy people. He's involved in a wide range of business ventures and holds many different titles. Investor, philanthropist, the founder of the Chieda Foundation, a university professor emeritus, a national goodwill ambassador. And after all that, he also became the chairman of a social welfare corporation, Iowan.
Iowan?
It's an orphanage. Seems that's where he is now.
Well...
Wait. Before we go, you have a call from Iris.
Hello.
Oh, Ryuki?
Yeah, what's up?
What is it?
Well, I'm sorry. Recording is about to start, so I can't really get into it right now. Would you be able to visit Lemniscate later?
Lemniscate, the talent agency Iris belongs to. The building also has a small recording studio.
Alright, I'll see you there later.
Okay, thank you!
No problems?
Our destinations are decided for now, but...
Iowan, Misaton, and the third is Lemniscate.
there's one more place I'd like to go. Marble in Golden Yokucho.
Ah, Mama the informant.
Oh,
You suspect she might know something.
That's right.
her headgear wasn't
Then
there.
let's get
normal.
going.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, guess we're just gonna go in order again. Iowan Garden. First gonna go to Richie Rich, it seems. Still cool to think that he has a self-driving limo. Kind of weird though that the police officer would be driving in a freaking... Oh, hey! Misaki. Hey,
Ryuki,
Misaki.
why are
What's
you
up?
here?
To question people for the investigation. Why are you two here?
Kizzy comes here to play with the kids sometimes. She really loves kids.
Yes, I find it quite soothing, and it energizes me.
I'm just tagging along.
That makes sense. Mizuki could probably fit in with the kids pretty good.
I feel like I just got insulted. Mind if I kick your ass?
Big Sis is quite popular with the children here. She played with them often when she was still living with Mr. Date as well.
So they're not living together anymore? What the hell happened? Don't think we're gonna get any information here. So, I guess we're just moving on unless there's something specific here. No, okay. I'm really fucking sad that I really want Misaki and Date to just live together and be happy together, man, after that Misaki route. Shit. Shouldn't you be in school?
School's closed because of the flu. We won't have classes for a while.
Then aren't you supposed to stay at home?
A certain freeloader is at home all the time because he's on vacation. It was so annoying. I had to get outside.
She must mean Mr. Date.
Young girls have wills of their own.
How are you?
It's all right now.
Oh my god.
Because I am here. Half might.
You are so weird,
what?
dude.
You just seemed kinda quiet, so I thought maybe you weren't feeling well.
But I'm always like this. Though, now that you mention it, I guess my old leg wound is bothering me a bit. Wait, where are you looking, perv?
At your freaking leg.
Huh? You brought it up. By the way, is that a bullet wound?
Yeah.
Doesn't it hurt?
No, not really. I got it 3 months ago, but I think the pain I felt inside was worse.
Yeah, I can
Now I'll be
imagine.
scarred forever because of that bastard.
Yeah, I can fucking imagine. I'm not gonna say nothing because spoilers and all, but you have gone through way more than any little kid should be going through. The fact that you aren't more scarred than you already are is a freaking miracle.
Oh, nothing.
What's up?
Being here takes me back. Oh, so you wanna get kicked?
Your thoughts are written all over your face.
Okay then, that's all the information we can get out of Misaki. Why do you call Misaki Big Sis? Didn't she already explain that? I don't remember, but...
We did not get much of a chance to speak yesterday. For various reasons, I have been living with another girl since I was 9 years old.
Another girl? Not your relative.
No, we were not related by blood. We were the same age, but I referred to her as Big Sis. She was so beautiful, collected, and dependable. She was the spitting image of an older sister. There is something about Mizuki that reminds me of her.
Is it the blue hair?
I see. Beautiful and collected, huh?
Why does that look in your eyes offend me so much right now?
Is she not with you anymore?
When she turned 15, she was adopted. So, we do not live together any longer.
You're close with Mr. Date, huh?
Indeed, we have been quite close. Some time ago, when I nearly got in trouble with some delinquents in town, Mr. Date saved me. Since then, I have been showing my gratitude with home-cooked meals, or booking a hotel room for him if he is unable to go home for whatever reason.
Like when we got in a big fight and I kicked him out.
As we continue to interact, we have come to form a sort of mutually beneficial relationship.
You must like Mr. Date, Kizuna.
Yes, but merely as a friend.
Yeah, I would
She was
imagine.
pretty direct about it.
Yep.
Mate, Date is like
An old
40.
vibrating bed of a man would never be a viable romantic candidate.
Yeah, he's like 40 and she's 18. As much as I am of the mind that
So what is it
people
you
should
wish to
date whoever
discuss?
they want as long as they're adults and all, I'd say that that would still be a pretty big leap for people. Just saying.
Father,
Heyo.
And who is this?
I am a
Mr.
police
Ryuki
officer.
from the police. He is investigating the HB case.
I see.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Got a
My name
pretty
is Kuruto
suspicious
Ryuki
voice,
from the
friend.
Metropolitan Police Department. May I ask you some questions?
That's fine, but I don't have much time.
Look,
I would appreciate it if you're quick about it.
mate, you are not helping your case. You are giving me so many red flags right now. Your voice is kinda evil. You're playing into the whole cold businessman. You either are gonna become a murder victim or you're gonna be somehow involved in a murder. I bet you're part of Nice and Locks or something. You're the Mr. Richichida, I assume.
Indeed I am.
An investor and founder of the Chieda Foundation, you're also the chief director of Iowan and a major shareholder of Horodori Institute of Genetics, is that right?
And all of that has kept me quite busy.
Don't be an ass.
So, you already know all that about me. What more do you want me to say?
This guy's a piece of work. He obviously doesn't respect us.
I mean, he is one of the wealthiest people on Earth. A police officer is probably like an ant to him.
Do you know about the case?
Of course I know about it. One of the victims was from the research institute I invest in. I've suffered heavy losses because of it. It was quite the aggravating incident. As a citizen, I would like the police to resolve this problem as quickly as possible. Before they waste any more of our taxes, that is.
Ugh.
Like you actually pay taxes, dude. You're rich enough that you wouldn't. About Jin.
Jin Furroway. You mean the first victim? Of course I know of him. In fact, anyone involved in finance couldn't avoid knowing him.
Were you close with him at all?
Not particularly.
I checked. He and Jin had practically no contact with each other.
About Tokiko.
Who's that?
The president of NICE Japan.
NICE? I'm not familiar. I've never even heard of it.
Bitch be lying, I can already tell. The way he said nice. About your relationship with Chikara.
Well, he is the director of the research institute I'm funding. Or maybe I should say was. Either way, that was the extent of our relationship.
He was quite, well, an eccentric individual.
And I only invested in his work. I don't care what his personality was like. It doesn't concern me as long as it doesn't affect his job.
Was there any work-related trouble?
Not at all. You seem to be searching for a motive for me to kill Chikara. However, I gain nothing from his death. I have suffered nothing but losses because of this incident. In other words, I am a victim as well. And you suspect me of all people. The police in this country continue to prove their own uselessness.
Seriously, what is up with this guy?
Clearly they're trying to
If
make
only he
him
didn't have
unlikable.
so much authority, we could pin something on him and book him.
Well, hold on now.
There must be a reason why they're trying to make him as unlikable as he is now. Either to make him a red herring, which would be kinda obvious, or something else.
I understand you are the majority shareholder of Horodori Institute. As the de facto owner of the Research Institute, I'm sure you must know of its origins and insider information.
What are you trying to say?
I explained the information about Chikara that Tama had blah blah blah, about the dubious research that he had been concluding, about the rumors of unit experimentation, and that his research facility was forced to shut down 9 years ago. Along with the fact that Chikara disappeared in order to avoid being investigated. Damn, I do not read quick enough for this game. And that the current research institute was built after the heat from that incident had settled down.
Did you know all of this?
I did.
You provided the capital required to rebuild the Research Institute, did you not?
Yes.
Why did you decide to fund it? Why indeed?
The gene therapy research that was being led by Chikara. That research had a great deal of value and potential. Even with all the advancements in this day and age, there are many people who are still suffering from incurable diseases. Not to mention all of the children who can't live a normal life due to the illnesses they were born with.
Oh, a little bit of a
I've seen the
crack?
suffering of so many people, precious to me. Chikara's research had the potential to help all of those people. It brought hope to humanity itself. It's certainly true that his personality and past weren't without issues, and I won't deny that the research faced criticism due to its radical nature. Still, if it can help alleviate the suffering of so many people, I wanted to put my support behind it. In other words, I invested in the future that research institute could bring us.
Tama, is there anyone in Mr. Chieda's family that has an incurable disease?
No, and of course, he doesn't have one himself either. His only daughter is completely healthy, and his wife, Kizuna's mother, passed away long ago.
Might be something to do with that sister of hers. Do you have an alibi?
What were you doing 2 days ago? February 11th, around 8 p.m. And on February 9th, at 6 a.m.
What is that supposed to be? Confirming my alibi?
Yes, well, it's only a formality.
I see the police have no problem wasting people's time. Well, fine. 2 days ago, I was having dinner with the Federation of Economic Organizations in Ginza. I was on a business trip on the 9th, and I stayed at a hotel in Kyoto.
Tama?
I just checked. He's telling the truth. He was spotted on surveillance cameras in each location.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
No, it's just... Is this your first time here?
Kizzy's invited me a bunch of times before.
Big Sis is very popular among the children, and she is great at keeping them entertained.
I'm not as good as you, Kizzy.
I see. Feel free to come back anytime. Any friend of Kizuna is welcome here.
Ryuki, I just looked into Iowan.
That's a little weird. What the hell was that? Is there... I don't know. Is there someone that looks like Misaki that those two know? From the previous game, I can't really remember anybody. Don't really think Misaki's mom would fit that bill, because again, it would be someone that wouldn't be older than 18. Honestly, would be... I doubt it's gonna be Kiseki from the future. That would be freaking weird, wouldn't it? Putting time travel in here. Yeah, no, I'm guessing that this is gonna be a new character that they're thinking about.
I came across some interesting information. 23 years ago, a child in their care went missing.
Oh?
What?
What?
The child was 6 at the time. His name was Uru Somazuki.
Okay, so then he would be about 29 today.
It was reported extensively, but he still hasn't been found.
Okay then, that's interesting. That is interesting. I don't remember the name though. To be fair, I am terrible with names. I am not good at remembering them. It took me about a couple weeks to even longer to actually remember the names of someone that I would consider a pretty decently close friend. I don't know why, I just don't remember names. Okay, let's first wing sync, because otherwise we might not be able to do it. Hey, what's up?
No matter how much wealth you have, there is a limit to the people you can save.
Oh wow, so you're not a bad person?
Powerless I am.
What else? Seems
Perhaps
kinda like
it's necessary to be accepting of help wherever you can get it.
Interesting. Interesting, so you actually want to help people. Kinda like that, actually. You might be a jackass on the outside, but you're slightly less of a jackass
Mr.
on the
Chieda,
inside.
there's one more thing I'd like to ask.
What is it?
It's about Uru Somazuki. You remember him, don't you?
Yes. I will never forget. The Iowan missing child. That's what the media called it back then. Was it a kidnapping or an accident? The case was never solved. And the child is still missing to this day.
Wouldn't be a child anymore.
Painful memory. It makes my heart ache.
Ask about the missing child case.
As the chairman, I take full responsibility. But wouldn't you agree that the police should take most of the blame? After mobilizing so many investigators, they weren't able to find a single clue.
What do you think, Tama?
He has some personality issues, but he doesn't seem like an evil monster. It doesn't seem like he's lying either. Though, it is concerning that so many mysterious incidents have been happening around him.
Are we done here? We've wasted enough time, I think. I'll be going now.
Father!
Oh wow, we're doing this. Okay.
Please! Let me marry your daughter! I swear I'll give her a good life! I swear it to the heavens! So please, please, give me permission to marry your daughter!
Kizuna, I'll be coming home late again tonight.
Yes. Goodbye, Father.
Wait! Please don't ignore me!
Kizuna, who is this?
A stranger.
Oh, wait! We met at Matsushita Diner 2 days ago!
You're that unemployed guy, Leon, right? Did you go to the unemployment office?
I'm gonna go tomorrow.
That's a no.
In other words, you're a leech on society.
I've never sucked anyone's blood.
I don't think he was being literal.
No job, no education, no manners. Not to mention, you're drinking in the middle of the day.
Oh, but this is non-alcoholic.
And you dare call me father. To put it frankly, I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole.
How rude! I'm a human being, thank you very much. And I am not a pole vaulter.
In any case, stay away from my daughter. Though it's not like she would give you the time of day anyway.
Huh. Less gold than I thought. Still an asshole, but still.
Wait! Aww. Kizzy's dad must be really busy.
I don't think that was the issue.
Looks like he's feeling down, but his core remains undamaged.
Got some real strength in you there, buddy. About Mr. Chieda.
I've been here before, but this was my first time meeting Mr. Chieda. Though,
What? What? Tell me!
that guy from Matsushita Diner is kind of a weirdo, isn't he? He doesn't seem like a bad person, but...
Okay, seriously, what the hell is going on with those two?
That is how my father always is. Mr. Ryuki, is my father related to the case somehow?
It's still hard to say.
I see. He has been following me around since we met at Matsushita Diner 2 days ago.
Great, a stalker.
Considering how persistent he is, I may have to deal with him as a cop.
Oh, actually, he was so persistent that I allowed him to consider us friends for the time being.
Oh.
Seems like this girl's problematic in her own way.
Guess that's a way to get women, just bother them until they take pity on you and make you their friends. Not the way I would approve of, but hey, whatever works for you, I guess.
Oh, it's you again. You seem to show up wherever I go. Maybe we're connected somehow. Not that I want to be connected with the dude.
About Misaki.
Ah, you were at Matsushita Diner too, weren't you?
Yeah? Why?
Wait. What's this called again? Rendezvous?
What?
Deja vu.
No, that's not it. Fleur-de-lis.
What the hell is this guy talking about?
I have no idea.
I almost have it. It's right at the back of my uvula.
Can I chokeslam him?
About Mr. Chieda.
I totally crashed and burned today. All because this thing caused a misunderstanding.
That wasn't the issue.
Meeting the parents is a once-in-a-lifetime event. I wanted to calm my nerves a bit, but I'm definitely gonna get his approval next time we meet.
That's some real positive thinking.
Huh, damn right. If you aren't in it to win it, you've already lost.
Maybe you could learn something from him, Ryuki.
Don't even suggest it.
But I was basically told that I'm useless just 3 days ago. Can't say it doesn't sting after hearing it so many times.
What happened 3 days ago?
Remember how I said I got fired from my cleaning job? The place I worked was Horadori Institute.
What?
I actually used to be a thief. I was so good at lockpicking, they called me the Master of Unlocking. I used my skills to borrow valuables.
Borrow?
Many times. I've gone clean, of course. I got arrested, did my time, and I haven't stolen anything since. I was so stupid back then. And I honestly regret it from the bottom of my heart. But Chikara Horadori, the director, found out about my criminal record, and he fired me. He told me, a person who falls to those depths can never rise again. Damn it. It's just not fair. I've been working hard since I got out of jail. That's why I was like that back at the diner, by the way. To be honest, I was debating whether I should just kill myself.
Not something
That's
you should
when
be
an angel
sharing by
appeared before
strangers.
me.
With strangers.
Me?
That's right, Kizzy. You. I felt saved. I wanted to give it my all and live again. You saved my life.
Leon, please tell me one thing.
Anything!
You have not stolen a single thing since you were released?
Yeah. Of course I haven't.
So you haven't used your lockpicking skills either?
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, hold on! Don't tell me you broke into someone's house!
No, that's not wrong, but it's wrong. It's true that I opened a lock and broke in somewhere, but I wasn't committing a crime.
Okay, I feel like this is going somewhere where afterwards we're done with the conversation, so I'm just gonna go to about Kisuna first.
As you know, I met Kizzy 2 days ago at Matsushita Diner. When I saw her, it was love at first sight. I tried to get her attention. When Kizzy left the diner, I followed her. When she boarded a train, I spent all my money to get on the same one. When she went in the girls' bathroom, I followed her.
Okay.
Ryuki, cuff it.
But decided not to go inside. Even though she kept ignoring me, I never gave up trying to talk to her. And finally, in Yoyagi Park, she acknowledged me. Kizzy finally decided to accept my love.
I told him it was acceptable to be strictly friends.
So, you gave in.
You set a bad precedent there.
However, I believe you promised you would be more serious about your job search. I do not associate with those who do not work, let alone be friends with them.
Yeah, but I was here yesterday, so...
It was indeed helpful of you to play with the children. However, that does not conclude your promise to me.
I'm sorry. I feel like we're destined to be together, Kizzy. I want to stay by your side.
Interesting.
My name, Leon, is spelled L-I-E-N. In French, Leon means bond, just like Kizuna means bond in Japanese. Well, how about it? That's destiny, right?
Sounds like a bit of a stretch.
I agree.
Ask about the break-up.
The thing is, last night...
Last night?
You broke into a house?
No, not a house.
Into a school?
I
Did you break
guess
into
I
a
have to
school?
say it. I broke in to Horadori Institute.
What?
Oh, but like I said, it wasn't a crime. It was for an investigation. I was helping the police.
The police.
Strange. I didn't hear anything about that.
Maybe it was unrelated to the HB case.
The goal was to get inside the hidden room inside Horadori Institute. But in the end, we didn't find anything. So I didn't take anything either. Please believe me.
Wait, who asked you to do this investigation?
I can't tell you that. It's supposed to be a secret.
Secret? You just told us the whole thing.
Anyway, I just want you to know I didn't do anything illegal. At all!
Very well. I will trust you, Leon.
Ah! Thank you! You really are an angel, Kizzy! Oh, crap. I forgot to mention something important. I should have said this earlier, Kizzy. The order was supposed to be the other way around, but here it goes. Kizzy, please marry me.
Wait a minute. Is that?
I hope my Prince Charming will appear before me with a glass slipper someday.
At least he's,
That's my dream.
Not an engagement
At least
ring,
he's
but an
listening.
engagement shoe.
I bought them using my entire life savings.
Wow, okay.
Please, accept.
I cannot accept that.
How did you get her?
We would
Her
need to have a
foot size.
relationship for an adequate amount of time first.
What?
Kizzy?
You mean you'll date me?
No, that is not what I meant by relationship. I meant that we would need to spend time together as friends.
How long? How long? Hey, how long would we need to be friends?
Well... 5 years. No,
Whoa,
perhaps 6.
Okay, wait.
If after 6 years you still feel the same way,
Okay, wait. 6 years? Like, as in how? So, like, as in the future / current time? That can be a coincidence. That can be a coincidence. So they're gonna either be dating or something else is gonna happen. But it can be a coincidence that they say 6 years.
then
Okay, got it. Then I'll take good care of this for 6 years.
What? Seriously? What if you lose them? Or break them?
Hey, I have a good idea.
oh,
Some sort of time capsule. Also, good for Leanne. He, like, at least he got a sort of yes.
There. I put the glass slippers in there. And the letters. I wrote out how I feel now in one of the letters. And in the other...
I have written how I currently feel in that letter.
This is a time capsule. We'll bury it here, then dig it out 6 years from
Okay,
now.
this is definitely gonna play a part, let's be honest. I don't know how a pair of glass slippers and some letters are gonna take part. Maybe in one of the letters there's gonna be some sort of clue about the murders, which wouldn't spell well for Kissy over there, as I highly doubt Leanne is gonna be the murderer unless he's gonna do it because Kissy told him or something. I don't know, man. Like, at first I thought he was suspicious, but he seems like one of those characters that wouldn't actively harm anybody unless it was for some dumb reason like love or something.
If you still feel the same way as what's written in the letters in 6 years,
Yeah, then you'll accept the shoes. Right, Kizzy?
Yes, then
Perhaps.
perhaps.
Mayhaps.
You know, that is kinda romantic.
I didn't know you had this sort of side to you, Ryuki.
Okay, I'm burying it now.
I would...
Ah, I can't wait. 6 years!
6 years is a pretty long time. You sure you're still gonna feel the same way?
Of course. My love is eternally undying.
And you're running away. What's happening?
huh? Kizuna, what's wrong?
Oh, that again.
Why do I... Oh, is she gonna dance? Okay. I was gonna say I feel like something fucked up is gonna happen, but she's gonna dance. Okay.
What?
You know how dogs pee when they get excited? It's kinda like that.
She's not gonna
I
be, is
don't
she?
get it.
Just watch.
Didn't think it was
Let
that
us
kind of video
begin.
game.
Start the music!
So she is actually excited. She's happy that this is happening, or what's the situation? I'm feeling like I'm reading this wrong. Also, a lot more dancing in this game. Not that I'm complaining. This is actually pretty cute.
On my way to the station, the crowd squeezes out my frustration, and now I'm taking heat in the classroom. Oh well, I'll eat some donuts in the bathroom. Now I hear my friend got herself a boyfriend. They're going out for barbecue on the weekend. I see all of their smiles in their pics.
Wonder if the creator of this game Had the thing for dance choreography or something.
Oh, my Prince Charming, where can I find you? How do I remind you of the dream we share? But dreams are just for dreamers.
I wonder why she has a backpack that looks like a heart. Is it just a design element, or is it actually something that will play a part? Also, Mizuki is cute. Adorable. Yay, clap, great.
Oh man.
That was actually really fucking cute. Like, that's genuinely really fucking cute. I feel like this is kind of an ending point. Is this the ending of the route where we have to do something else? No, because we still have to look at Shoda and Shora. I don't know, something with show in it. That was fun though. That was generally good.
I thought so 2 days ago too. You really are good at dancing, Kizuna.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was seriously amazing.
Well, I need to get going now.
Yeah, see you later.
Have a nice day.
Good luck with the investigation.
Well, that brought me my book mood up a little bit. Alright, department store, Miseitan. Shoma. Shoma sounds alright. Shoma.
Oh, Mr. Ryuki. What are you doing here? Here to see me on stage, perhaps? Sorry, but I won't be performing today.
He isn't. Aww.
It is cute that you like
Actually,
him so much.
I'm here to talk to Shoma.
To Shoma?
Shoma, I was right, huh?
Why am I on a Ferris wheel with you?
Aren't you having fun?
I would be if you weren't here.
Wow.
Ryuki, Shoma is actually responding to the conversation this time. This is proof that the chastity belt of his heart is loose. If you shove yourself in there, he just might open up.
We're speaking about the
Could you
child.
please not phrase it like that?
So, let's first try and ease him into it a little bit, you know? Get him off kilter by talking about his crush.
I told you before. She's just a classmate. We're not friends, and I don't know much about her. Supposedly, she's attending school from her house near the harbor. But I guess her permanent address is in our school district or something. That's why she goes to the same school as me.
So you do know a lot about her.
No! That doesn't mean anything!
No, it's
Not
adorable.
like I'm even slightly interested in that Uggo.
Well,
He really is a kid, huh?
Yeah. It's adorable. Absolutely freaking adorable. Don't worry, Mizuki is a good kid.
That robot you showed me the other day was really cool. If you're that skilled, I'm sure you've gotten offers from lots of companies.
Not really. I'm nothing special. I'm just really into robots.
But even an amateur can tell that robot was filled with impressive technology. And the one-wheel design is beautiful.
Really seems
Well,
kind of unstable.
I knew it had to run on one wheel for sure. It was really hard getting the self-stabilization feature working with the one-wheel design. Like, major electronics companies make one-wheel robots to show off their advanced tech.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what's really great about my robot is its load capacity. It doesn't look like it, but it can easily carry up to 45 pounds. And I want to upgrade it more so it can carry double that.
I see.
I know you don't really care.
Looks like it won't go the way it did last time.
I guess flattery won't get us anywhere.
About Komeiji.
I don't want to talk about my dad. I told you before. I don't even want to think about him.
About
Will you
Komeiji.
cut it out already? I don't want to talk about my dad.
But I do.
I already told you. I hate him. Happy now? I hate him so much, I didn't even want to say it out loud.
But you were with him earlier.
I was here alone at first. Then Dad came. He wanted to make up.
Make up?
For what?
Dad and I are fighting. I ran away from home yesterday.
You ran away from home?
What are you fighting
My
about?
friends made fun of me.
How is that related to your dad?
I'm assuming it's about his weird square head, right? Like, that's got to be it. It's like one of those watermelons that has been made into a square shape.
Because it's my dad's fault for being so pathetic. Pull yourself together. Show me how cool you can be on TV. That's what I said to my dad. Then
I bring smiles to the audience. If I can do that, I don't care if I get mocked. That's what it means to be an entertainer.
when he said that, I blurted out, "That's why Mom got sick of you and
Wow.
left." Dad
Okay.
turned bright red, and
Then why don't you just leave too?
that's why I left the house.
Yeah, wow, that, I could imagine that would be pretty rough. Seriously. Like, again, it's more the dad's fault for reacting like that, even though Shoma did say something pretty fucked up. But, you know, adults are supposed to, at least when involved with children, be a bit more mindful about these things, you know. Shoma's still a kid, he doesn't know what, well, he might know what he's talking about. I might be underestimating him a little bit, but, you know, still. Brain not fully developed yet, I feel like it would be fair. Wouldn't be fair. You hate your dad
Do
that
you
much?
think I could like someone like him? A stupid old comedian who gets clowned on all the time. He barely ever goes on TV either. And when he does, it's always some ridiculous thing like getting piping hot Odin shoved into his mouth. The day after he goes on air, I always get made fun of by my friends. I hate it. I'm sick and tired of it.
Are you sure you don't actually like your dad?
I told you, I hate him. Everything about him. I hate how much he drinks and how he acts so cocky and stubborn when he's drunk.
Well, okay,
He
that's
talks
actually
about all
a-
these big
that's
dreams
actually a
that
pretty
he can
big
never
complaint.
achieve. When he sobers up, he remembers what he did when he was drunk and squirms under the blankets. Isn't that sad? It makes me hate him even more. The way his nose hair is always sticking out, the way he wipes his face with sanitary napkins, his stupid, awful singing in the bathtub. Everything about him is creepy, awful, and pathetic. I hate him!
For hating someone so much, he sure pays him a lot of attention.
They say there's a fine line between love and hate.
It's no good. Shoma won't open up no matter what I bring up.
Looks like we won't get through with the Orthodox method.
That
We'll have to try our luck with his father.
No! 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 I couldn't speak about everything. Why?
Boy, I'm glad you invited me on the Ferris wheel too. Thank you.
Why?
Our objective is still to unlock Shoma's chastity belt.
you're still going on with that?
It would be tough to question Komeiji about tricky subjects if Shoma was nearby. That's why you invited him here, right?
Yeah, but
Now that I think about it, we rode this Ferris wheel together 2 days ago. Well, Mr. Ryuki, it seems like your investigation is going around in circles. So, what is it you wanted to talk about? If it's about the case, there isn't much else to say.
Really wish there was just one. So let's say you have like this wheel with all the options, right? That one direction will always be the one that would move ahead the story. Like, let's say that because last time with Shoma, the left direction button was the one that moved ahead the story, that would always be the one to move ahead the story. Because now it's just guessing and hoping that I didn't pick the right one. Why are you wearing your stage outfit when you're not performing today?
This is the only outfit I have right now.
Oof.
I actually have another set of personal clothes, but I ruined those 2 days ago. But this bow tie, that'll be fine as long as I have this. Isn't it nice?
God,
Shoma
your
bought it
face
for
is
you,
so
didn't he?
terrifying.
That's right. Even if I only have one set of clothes. I can wear this or take it
Oh,
off
look at
depending
that.
on how I'm
I'm
feeling.
sorry
and
that I keep bringing it up, but look at that. Like, look at his face. It's terrifying. His mouth being open like that, his eyes like that. Ugh.
It's as if I changed into a completely different outfit.
Not really.
Yeah.
Oops, it would be terrible if I lost it, so I'd better put it back on.
Also, is that the clip-on or what?
This tie, Shoma chose it for me so I could really shine on stage. When I wear it, it feels like Shoma is cheering me on. It gives me strength. It's my most precious treasure.
I'm gonna ask about Shoma's life first, because that's the thing I'm most interested in.
Yes.
I see. I don't know much about that hidden message thing, but Shoma is a good boy. He wouldn't lie for no reason. I know that's not that convincing coming from his father, but he must have had a reason to lie.
How can I get the truth from Shoma?
I have no idea. I can't really talk to him right now myself. I'm sure you're aware, but I got in an argument with Shoma yesterday.
What is that?
Shoma made it for me when he was little, but yesterday he ripped it up and threw it away. It was really important to me. I want to make up, but he...
It must be difficult considering how things are now.
It's all my fault. The argument only happened in the first place because of my lack of success.
Ask about Komeiji himself.
I used to be a real big shot back when I was known as the Quiz King, remember? But I let it get to my head, and as soon as I became a comedian, things flipped completely. There was no hope for me to move up in the world. My wife got sick of me and left. I've been raising my boy alone ever since. And yet...
And yet? Do you regret becoming a comedian?
Not at all. I'm proud of being a comedian. At the same time, I'm not proud of my lack of success. I put Shoma through so much hardship. It's inexcusable.
Was he maybe lying there? His face seemed like he was lying.
Mr. Ryuki, there is something I'd like to talk to you about.
What is it?
I'm seeing someone. It wouldn't work.
No, never mind. Please forget it.
What was that about?
It sounded like you wanted to tell me something important.
Hey, Ryuki, why don't you try wink syncing with him?
Yeah, I'll try taking a peek.
Alright, wink sync. Again, ridiculous. That JoJo pose.
Hey, asshole! I know you're in there!
Deadline on the payment passed a long time ago. Cough it up, you bastard!
It's the loan sharks again. A different set of guys came by yesterday and the day before that. I've been borrowing from so many different places, I don't know who's who anymore. Anyway, what am I supposed to do? I can't talk to the police about it.
So he's borrowed money from a lot of people.
He must have been in real trouble if he even got involved with loan sharks.
But why can't he talk to the police about it?
Reputation, maybe?
Don't tell me.
Supposedly he has connection to the Yakuza. Word is he's involved in some dangerous transactions.
Kameji, you wouldn't happen to be struggling with debt, would you?
What? How did you...
I knew it.
That's what you wanted to tell me, right? Why can't you get the police involved? Is it because you're buying and selling on the black market?
What are you talking about? I would never do something like that.
Then what are you doing? Are you just borrowing money? But no matter how much I asked him, he didn't admit to any involvement with the Yakuza. In the end, I was unable to find any clues leading to the key to Shoma's heart.
Huh. Shoma isn't here. Where did that boy run off to? We still haven't made up. I'm sorry, Mr. Ryuki. I need to go find Shoma now. So, well, bye for now. Excuse me.
Meiji and Shoma, huh? It's clear that they're both hiding something. Even if we chased them down and asked again, we'd get the same result.
I guess we have no choice. Let's go somewhere else for now.
Yeah, let's.
Alright, well, I'm not really sure where that would be going. Because clearly Shoma knows something, and I'm not really sure what the Yakuza angle is here. Alright, so the Yakuza might have something to do with this, but I'm not really sure what it would be. To be fair, I don't really have much of a great idea of what's going on. Maybe Nikes hired the Yakuza, or maybe there's some element of Nikes that is the Yakuza? Something like that? Could be the case. It's hard to say. Also, I've never really been good in putting these things together. Oh hey! It's Mr. Scary Horror Movie Monster. Oh hey! It's also Blue Hair! Hey Blue Hair! What's up? Aren't you too young to be here though?
Oh! Ryuki, honey! Welcome! It's been so long!
Sorry, Mama, but I'm not here as a customer today. I was wondering if you knew anything about the case.
Is this something
Do you
should
mean
be...
the HB case?
Yeah.
Mama is the owner of Marble as well as an informant. The seedier parts of society gather here in Marble, so naturally permanent information circulates here. That's why we police come here sometimes to get information from Mama.
Mame and Gen are here.
But they're acting strange. They're both quiet, turned away from each other.
Interesting. But yeah, wasn't something the drinking age in Japan higher than in my country or something like that? Like, I know she's 18, but wasn't the drinking age in Japan something akin to 21? I might be misremembering that though. I do remember it was higher than in my country, which I do believe is 18. It used to be 16 when I was younger, but they increased it, which I honestly don't think is a wrong thing. I feel like 16, like, I actually don't know. Like, I've heard that alcohol actually makes your brain maybe not stop growing or anything, but heavy abuse of it might fuck you over if you start too young. Well, whatever. I never really was much of a drinker anyway. Just never got to develop a taste for it. Also, I just didn't want to waste my money on it. Just never was my thing. If I could buy a game instead of going out drinking, then I usually would just go for buying the game, which I guess makes me a bit of a nerd, I guess. I don't know if that's actually the right word for it, and it feels weird saying it. Yeah. Ha! Sorry. I know I'm being childish, but... fuck. Alright, well, I'll be back in a second, though. I'll be back in a second. Gonna grab myself something to drink. Alrighty then. Just gonna quickly, there we go. Alright, let's first talk to Mama, because I doubt they'll let us leave without talking to these two. Any reference to previous game?
Oh, yes, please!
Don't see anything referencing the previous game, which is unfortunate. Also, I think previously we always said somewhere closer here in the previous game. About the case. About Mama. Crystal balls.
Is that a crystal ball?
Yes, these are my big milky balls.
I knew.
Milky.
I fucking knew. I knew that they were gonna make a fucking joke because of how they were situated next to each other. I fucking knew. I already laughed at it.
Balls?
Oh, but I'm not talking about testicles, honey.
Oh, you're outright saying it. Alright.
I know.
I started telling fortunes as a side business, and believe it or not, I actually gained the ability to hear them. Voices from other dimensions.
Other dimensions?
Wouldn't it usually be the future?
Yes. One day, I was suddenly gifted with the power. I suppose it's more accurate to call it a seance than fortune-telling.
They both sound pretty fishy.
You're just going to pretend you're hearing voices, aren't you?
No, I'm completely serious. I mean, I don't even remember what happens while hearing the voices. Oh, why don't we give it a try? I could ask about the HB case. You might believe me if you see it in person.
No, it's okay.
No need to be so modest. It'll be free of charge.
Alright, let's see what's happening. Oh. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Then let me ask the Milky Balls.
Okay, that doesn't
Can you
even make
stop
sense.
calling them that?
They're glass balls. They're not white or
great
anything.
set of balls. Who is the most beautiful in all the land? That is Mama, of course. Oh my, you flatterer.
That's not even what I wanted to ask.
And the answer is completely wrong.
That was just a joke.
I figured.
Ahem. Now, let's try this for real. Oh, great set of milky white balls.
Guess not white.
I need you to give me some clues for an investigation. One after another, victims have been torn in half in these half-body murders. Where can we find the key to exposing the culprit?
Oh.
Face. A hidden face.
What's going on?
The true face, as yet unrevealed to all. That is where the answer is hidden.
Huh? Did I just say something? I told you, I black out during these seances. Don't remember a thing.
A hidden face. About the hidden face.
Let's see. The first thing that comes to mind is...
Gen's face hidden under his mask. But he's sensitive about it. It's not something I can just ask.
Yeah, and it's hard to say if this is really related to the case or not.
The only other thing I can think of is... Ah! Jin Furaway.
Huh?
It might also apply to Jin.
But Jin's face is well known.
Yeah, it's not like he hides it.
It's true that photos of his face have been all over the place. But he's never actually gone out in public in person.
Oh, that's interesting.
Not even once?
Not even once.
It's not because he's shy, is it?
If that were the case, his photos wouldn't be out there either. I've heard he's an extreme narcissist. He circulates all those pictures himself.
By the way, Mama, what's up with those two?
Well, the thing is, they had a bit of a differing of opinion.
What do you mean?
No, Mama. The problem is Genny's total lack of common sense.
My lack of common sense? Are you sure you're not talking about yourself? You sound like a stupid person right now.
What? You're the one who sounds stupid. You probably couldn't even beat the first question of the All-American Ultra Quiz.
Wait. What is this argument even about?
Well, we're having a disagreement.
Alright, you jerk. Why don't we get a neutral third party and ask them?
That's what happened.
So we came to Marble to get Mama's opinion, and that's where we're at.
But when I gave my input, it only made things more complicated.
I know. Now that Ryuki's here, let's see what he thinks.
Yeah, then we'll know for sure who's right. So, question time.
No.
Huh?
What's the name of the island where the Statue of Liberty in New York is
I
located?
don't fucking know. Liberty Island?
Even you think that, Ryuki?
I don't fucking know.
The answer is Ellis Island.
I don't fucking know. Why would I?
Hold on. That's ridiculous. It can't be. The Statue of Liberty is definitely on Liberty Island.
No, it's true that the Statue of Liberty is on Ellis Island. I mean, there's no such thing as Liberty Island anyway.
What? That's not true.
So you're in agreement with me. There's definitely something wrong here.
Hey, what do you think, Talma?
Of course it's Ellis Island. This is common knowledge.
Is it? Is
What?
this supposed to be common
Look, I
knowledge?
just looked it up online. Now do you see? The Statue of Liberty is located on Ellis Island.
It can't be. Again, I still can't believe this, but it looks like they're right.
Impossible.
See?
Anyway, they've been butting heads about the location of the Statue of Liberty this whole time.
Is this some sort of Barrington situation where some people remember Barrington as, I don't fucking, Barrington Bear or something? I don't know the entire example, but where some people remember something differently, and they're saying that that might just be because there was a massive shift in dimensions or something.
But it looks like they finally came to a conclusion.
I see. If you all say so, I must be the one who's wrong. I'm sorry, Amame. I was mistaken.
As long as you understand now, that's good enough for me. Everyone makes mistakes.
Are they leaving?
No, I need to get to work soon, so I'm heading out.
No!
I'll stick around for a bit longer.
I wanted
Okay,
to. I wanted
then
to
I'll see
talk
you
to you
later.
guys. What the fuck? Why do I keep making the wrong decisions? I just wanted to
What
talk
about your
to
restaurant,
people.
Gen?
I closed up shop for the day. I couldn't acquire any ingredients I was satisfied with.
Really? Closed for a reason like that?
It's really important to me. It would be rude to serve mediocre dishes to my customers. I think I'll go to the warehouse district at the harbor after this. I thought I could watch the waves and think up new dishes.
Okay then. God, did I miss shit? I'm gonna be super fucking pissed if I missed stuff from Blue Hair.
I gained the ability to hear voices from people in other dimensions. Mama, you're always so beautiful.
Okay.
Oh my, you flatterer.
I guess I can just redo.
Hallucinations, maybe?
I guess maybe I can just redo it later when I'm done. I'll save and then, you know, go to the pinboard thing, the timeline pinboard, and just redo it on my own time if I really want to know more.
A manifestation of her repressed desires.
But it felt different the second time she did it. When she mentioned the thing about hidden faces.
Alright, well. What if Mashita Diner takes your customers?
I'm not worried about that in the slightest. Ota from Matsushita Diner doesn't understand the first thing about the true essence of cooking.
About Mama.
Amame and I go way back.
Oh.
There are times when we have arguments over little things, like you saw earlier. We're basically family at this point.
That's
so
good.
if anything ever happened to her, I would do everything I could to help.
Yeah, I kind of got that impression. The way you guys were fighting did have sort of a family vibe. Or a married couple vibe. Either or, really.
I believe that I have to protect her, no matter what.
To the warehouse district, to the warehouse districts at the harbor.
Yes, I love that place. I can watch the ocean in silence with no one around. I find it very soothing. For some reason, Date seems to go there often as well.
About Mr. Date.
I have been very close with Date for some time. He often stops by Brahmin before coming here to drink. I trust him. There are only 3 people who weren't afraid of me the first time they saw me. Date, Amame, and Leon.
Oh, hey, Leon.
Leon too?
Yes, he's a regular at Brahmin as well. Leon just wandered in one day while Date was there. They hit it off right away and had quite a lively discussion. I joined them after closing up for the day, and the 3 of us drank until morning.
Oh, that's cute.
Huh. That's an interesting group. I can't imagine what you 3 would talk about.
Probably porno mags or something.
What are they, teenagers?
Oh, we talked a lot about porno mags.
Okay. About the
Putting Date, Amame, and Leon aside, my appearance makes most people uncomfortable. But if I didn't wear this mask, I would scare them even more.
Honestly, I think it's more that you wear the mask, which is really cartoony, creepy, as in it has fucking teeth and it's smiling all the time. Also, the cap probably doesn't help. I'm just saying, maybe wear a different mask. I don't fucking know. Just anything besides creepy half-cartoon animal dog thing. I don't know, what would be better? You are built like a brick shithouse, so that's not really helping you any either. Seriously, you basically look like Jason Voorhees if they were into cartoon animals. I don't know, man. No, just a white bag would probably be worse. Depending on who you are, I guess. I think I would actually prefer one. But, yeah, okay, I don't have an answer for this for you, I'm sorry. To be fair, come on, man, like, what do you expect? Do you have some sort of burns or something? Is that why you're covered from head to toe? I could see that. If so, then I'm sorry. Sorry you have to deal with that. I could see myself also doing something similar. Probably not to your extent, but if I had, for example, a really messed up face because of burns or something else, I'd probably try to cover it up to some extent, because I imagine that the stares and the looks would get really annoying after a while. To be fair, I never really liked people to begin with, so I might be a bit more sensitive to it at that point. I watched a YouTube video about a soldier that came home and he had like half his face blown off, and how it was just a constant struggle for him to find some sort of normality, because every time he would walk outside, people would stare at him, children would like point at him, and so on, to the point where even some like a kid was starting to cry because of his face, because it was pretty messed up. And the father of that child started asking him, hey, can't you like cover that up or maybe use some makeup? And apparently this guy couldn't put any makeup on his wounds because of infection or something akin to that. And honestly, I couldn't even fucking imagine how that would be. Don't get me wrong, I don't consider myself to be extremely handsome, but at least people don't stare and point at me wherever I go. And I think it would be more annoying for people that try not to look and just try to be, I'm trying not to look, oh my god, but they are clearly looking. Dang. Guess I'm lucky that I never had to deal with something like that. Or hopefully I will never have to deal with something like that. Never know what happens. Guess at that point, cosmetic surgery would be an option. I think they did a lot with skin grafting these days, but I haven't really looked into it that much. I've always been kind of iffy about plastic surgery when it comes to aesthetics. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's wrong for people to do it, but it's more that, for example, facelifts and Botox and all that stuff, it never really looked good to me. Because it gives you similar faces. You can always tell if someone used Botox or something like that, and it always made me feel not icky or anything, but it just felt like, oh, this person clearly used Botox, then it's clearly viewable. I don't know, it feels unnatural, that's the word for it. It feels a little bit unnatural, you know? But I can understand if some people want to have some sort of surgery because they really just hate their appearance or something akin to that. And it can be something that really just troubles you your entire life. If you can't even look in the mirror without thinking that you're like ugly or something. I could see people doing it then. Because it doesn't really work for me, personally. But hey, everybody has their different tastes and all that.
If I recall, your face has a congenital condition.
I don't know what that means.
Would you like to see?
What?
Yes.
My face.
Yes?
No, you don't have to if you don't want to. Not that I'm trying to avoid it or anything.
I said that, but to be honest, a part of me wants to see. Not out of curiosity, but because of Mama's word from earlier.
Face. A hidden face. The true face, as yet unrevealed to all. That is where the answer is hidden.
Is that just Mama's voice actor just putting on a deeper voice? I feel like it would be worse to look using X-ray, because he did offer and we said no, but then we're still gonna do it. That's pretty fucked up. I get that it would save on animation if you didn't like have to animate him taking off his mask and all, but still, that's pretty fucked up. But the game isn't giving me any other options, so this is on the game, not me. I am still morally secure.
I don't believe it.
Okay, I was kidding about the whole Jason Voorhees thing, but fucking hell. That is basically Jason Voorhees. You're a good person, though, from what I can tell, so, you know. I like you. I thought you were kind of fucking crazy the first time I saw you because you look like a serial killer, but, you know, you've been nice so far. Seriously, though, I could clearly see Gen's skull, but it didn't seem like the answer to solving the case was hidden there. Fuck though, I feel really bad about this. I feel like that's
no point in staying here much longer.
Yes, let's move on.
Well, Gen, Mama, I'll be going now.
Very well. Please take care.
Stop by to get a break from work every once in a while.
Alright, well, I feel like Gen is probably, definitely, one of my favorite characters so far. I like his relationship with Blue Hair Girl. So, I want to see more of those two. I like that they're using Blue Hair Girl from the previous game in this game. It's a bit of model recycle, I guess, but they did make an entirely new model, because we haven't seen her in her Sunfish Pocket uniform yet, and that was the only uniform that she used in the previous game, or the only model they used in the previous game, so, you know, just saying. Still some effort put into there. I like it. I like it. Alright, let's go to Lemniscate and see if we can see what Iris wanted. Not really seeing a team here yet, so I'm a little curious. In the previous game, there was a clear team
Ryuki,
of
we
things
just finished
like
recording.
eyes.
Oh, good timing. But why are these two here?
I just happened to be here by chance.
Me too. I'm here completely by coincidence.
Are you?
Okay then. So, what is it you wanted to tell me about the case?
You do look sharp in there,
about
Toma,
that.
whatever guy.
Who the hell is that?
Moma.
Hmm?
Oh, hey, it's Weirdo. Hey. Hey, you. Why are you walking on your bare feet? The fuck? That can't be safe.
Talk about sketchy.
Maybe someone from the talent agency?
I don't know. I couldn't see their face, so it's hard to say.
Seems dangerous.
They're just
I'll put my
sitting
life
there.
on the line to protect Tess. I mean Iris. So, don't you worry.
Me too.
Okay then, well, I was gonna talk to you first, receptionist, which I'm still gonna do, but I am fucking tempted here. Also, we're meeting in the weirdest places. Also, is this on purpose? Because you gotta know that people are gonna look at you funny if you dress like that just in normal, regular life, right? This must be you wanting attention or wanting to get someone's attention for a reason, right? Maybe to distract Ryuki or something. Make you the obvious suspect. Who knows? I'm first gonna talk to you.
It's okay. You don't have to say it. You want to rub these soft things, don't you?
Hilarious.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, fine. Just for a bit, okay? Here you go.
I moved off to the receptionist and began vigorously rubbing both of her earlobes. Okay then. They were softer than I expected.
Ryuki, what are you doing?
Giving an ear massage, apparently. Hello.
Wow, what a total hottie.
Why, thank you.
What?
Oh, this is perfect. I was just starting to get bored. Come on, let's have a chat, cutie. A little tete-a-tete.
Sorry. I have no idea what you're saying.
Oh, and your voice is super mega hot, too. Hottie for a thottie. Slide into my DMs anytime, king.
I'm here to ask some questions for an investigation.
Wait, you're with the police? Are you friends with Date by any chance?
Yeah, he's my superior.
Oh my god! It's such a small world. Crazy.
Why is this woman a receptionist?
Likely a decision made by the company president.
Mizuki?
Sorry. I don't know why that got me. I thought it was gonna go one way and then they just pulled a rug out on me. That's great. Let's go to Tatami together. Oh yeah, so this was also a joke in the previous game. I'm gonna see if they actually go... Oh, I should probably actually save before I do that. So, in the previous game, they had the joke where Dota would continuously ask her to go to, like, tatami or whatever together. And then, if you kept asking her, there would actually be an ending to the game where you just straight up go with her to tatami and... or whatever, atami, and never finish the fucking game. Came out of nowhere. I'm not sure, the joke isn't gonna be as effective in the second game because well, I would already know it, but I'm a little curious.
What?
What are you talking about, Ryuki?
No, I was just suddenly overcome with an inexplicable urge to go to Atami. Forget the investigation. I'm going to Atami with her. I've already made up my mind. Don't try to stop me!
Did you take crazy pills this morning or something?
Got to keep doing
Wait
it.
a minute. Are you serious?
Do I look like I'm joking?
Ryuki, please. I have a bad feeling about this.
We're gonna force an ending.
Let's go to Atami together!
Okay.
Okay, I guess we're leaving. I took her hand and we ran out of Lemskate, leaving Tama behind. Oh, okay, we're just leaving our eyeball behind. That must be an interesting conversation to have. Also, how's the limousine driving itself as Tama isn't there? Thus the case came to a close without being resolved. Goodbye, life as a police officer. Hello, Atami Shizuku Prefecture. I began my new life as a staff member at an inn here in the Hot Spring District. The end. Yay, we ended the game. Same joke, though. They did the same joke, so I'm not going to give you full points here. Alright, we basically did everything here already. Let's talk to this woman because I'm really fucking curious.
Whoa, there's a weird bug here.
You're right. I've never seen it before.
So the difference between Tama and I is actually that I really likes bugs, so she would get super excited in this situation. I do actually like the fact that I chose this route first, but because it does make me get a bit more familiar with Ryuki and Tama, so I'll care more when in the Misaki route he's lush. I think lush means drunk, right? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I shouldn't be using words
Maybe
that
I'll
I'm
put a
sort
monitor
of
that
used
big
to.
in our office, too.
What would you watch?
Obviously, testicle...
Okay.
Testicle videos, yeah!
Weird way of saying
Testicle
porn,
videos.
but it's okay.
That sounds really icky, Moma.
It's alright, buddy. I'm not great with words either. As is shown on these streams every day. Well, not every day. Once a week, twice a week. Your mask is upside down. Look, a wooden phony.
Where?
Are you going to a shoot? Can I help you? A weirdo wearing a weird mask and a weird outfit is looking this way weirdly. Alrighty then. Oh, you're actually looking this way. Okay. Weird. Alright, let's first talk to Oda, then Moma, so on. Why are you here?
I told you, I just happened to be here. I just so happen to know Tessa's recording schedule.
You're obsessed.
And I thought she might be thirsty after recording, so I got her a drink.
You're
In other words, he was waiting for her.
Thanks for everything, Ota. Fire!
Hot, Tessa!
Shipping!
Crate, Tessa!
Airplanes!
Height, flight, Tessa!
It's the brand new star of the net world, Tessa! Also known as ASET! You bet!
Okay then, I've noticed a pattern where a bunch of people are obsessed with, like, specifically women. Like you got that Liang guy who's obsessed with whoever, I forgot her name, brown hair. And then you got these two obsessed with Tessa, and so on. So, you know, it's kind of a pattern there. Alright, what are you doing here, Moma?
I told you it was a coincidence.
Really?
For some reason, ASET's recording schedule happened to be in my PC. I figured it was a cyber attack by a rival gang, so I came here to scout things out just in case.
That's a huge stretch.
He was probably just waiting for her.
Thanks for everything, Mr. Kumakura. Shopping!
Cart, Mart, Tessa!
Gaming!
Bite, Sprite, Tessa!
Still don't know what the hell
Jet,
this is about.
Collect, Tessa!
It's the brand new star of the net world, Tessa! Also known as ASET! You bet!
Seriously though, what's that about? I'm assuming that in Japan it might be some sort of word game or something, but here it doesn't really make sense because you got words that start with the same letter from what I'm guessing, and then Tessa, but the words don't really have anything to do with Tessa itself, so what's going on there? Maybe I'm just not seeing something. What is it you wanted to tell me?
2 days ago, we were talking about the people who went missing after seeing Bats 490. Well, the same thing started happening with the people who saw the QR code video.
Oh.
What?
I read about it online this morning. Many people have gone missing since seeing that video. Rumors say that the missing people are being rounded up in one location, and they're all getting murdered.
You there.
Why are you leaving?
Is what you just said true?
Huh? Yeah.
Who the hell are you? Don't get one step closer!
That's right. What are you trying to do to Tessa?
Sorry to bother you.
Why were you even here? You're being super weird.
And they're gone.
What was that all about?
Do you know her, Iris? I feel like you had the stare that says, yes, I sort of know this person.
About our discussion.
Oh, right.
Did someone you know go missing or something?
No, it's not that. It's just a rumor I found online.
Tama, how many people have gone missing lately?
About 1,700 people have gone missing this week. It isn't particularly higher than usual.
There's something paranormal going on in the HB case after all. Like half a corpse teleporting from another world. And people going missing after watching a video. There has to be some sort of supernatural phenomenon happening.
I agree with Tessa. The occult are involved with the HB case for sure.
Right?
Yeah! I mean, Nyes is a part of all of this, right?
Where did you hear that?
It's all over the internet. Nyes is a big proponent of the simulation theory. Oh, and I didn't know this a few months ago. I learned all this recently. If you think about that theory being correct, the case makes a lot more sense.
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. And such programs always have some glitches lurking under the surface. Coincidences like this are a manifestation of such glitches. Proof of imperfection. Proof of the seams.
Okay then. Let's pull up. First gotta check something. Okay, can wing sync all of them. Okay. Interesting. Let's start with Oda.
Tessa! Tessa! Oh, Tessa!
This is more concerning than anything.
That was an incredibly pointless wing sync.
Wait, so I can't... Could I only wing sync once? Are you serious? Why let... You know what? I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna let it be, but just let me wing sync all of them, please. What do you think?
I'm no expert on paranormal and occult stuff, but I know one thing for sure, so I gotta warn you. You should back out of this investigation.
What do you mean?
I don't know much about that Nyes group, but there's definitely a real dangerous organization involved in all this. If you get too deep, you might end up dead. Word's spreading in the underground. If the cops investigate any further, they'll make them disappear. Seems like the rich and powerful from all over the world are involved in this too. You piss them off, who knows what they'll do to you?
Rich and powerful. Could Mr. Sajima be involved in this too?
Sajima?
You mean the former politician guy?
Yes, so Sajima. Oh, but don't worry about it. I just saw him recently, so he popped into my head is all.
Wait, you met with So?
Yeah?
Why?
Because he invited me to his house.
What?
For what reason?
Is he actually gonna play a part in this game? Huh, I kinda expect him to not get involved. That's genuinely surprising to me.
He said he happened upon my videos online and thought they were interesting or something like that.
Are you okay?
He didn't do anything, did he?
Not at all. We just talked for a bit.
Okay, it would be interesting to actually get So in this game. I would honestly not mind that. Could have just been a reference to the first game though. I don't remember if So ever met Tessa in the first game. I don't think they did. So, would be cool if we get to see So.
The simulation theory is probably true. There's even proof.
Proof?
Take a look at this.
Oda pulls out several photos of his pockets and handed them to me. You just carry photos in your pocket? Seems like a hassle.
Doesn't this remind you of something? Like those nameless mob characters that show up in video games. You know they reuse assets to lower production costs.
No. This is probably just some sort of coincidence.
Like some synchronicity type thing? But there's more photographic proof.
Synchronicity?
In a nutshell, they're basically meaningful coincidences. For example, when you talk about someone and they just so happen to show up in front of you. Or when you hear the same word over and over from a bunch of different people. That kind of synchronicity. It's supposed to mean that there's a message behind it.
A message from who?
Well... someone.
About the other photos.
Do you still think it's a coincidence after seeing this?
You know, it's kind of funny because you are in a game, so technically, you know, you're lowering production costs by having blue and grayish NPCs.
If you consider this stuff that can't be explained by science as a glitch in the simulated world,
it can't be.
Calm down, Ryuki. These are obviously doctored photos.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm looking at here.
You're right.
Also, why are you carrying all these photos in your pocket, Oda? It's really weird. About the paranormal and simulation theory.
I just thought of something listening to Ota. You can explain any paranormal phenomenon using the simulation theory. UFOs, UMAs, ghosts, superpowers. If this world is a simulation, they'd all be possible.
yeah, whether it's a glitch or alterations made on purpose, whatever it is, would all make sense.
Now, let's get going. For all that talking we did, we didn't get much useful information here.
True.
Yeah, but something has been bothering me.
You mean we got to see the mask girl, so I feel like that's at least some information that's useful.
I'll keep what I heard here in mind, just in case.
We didn't get anything useful for the case.
There are some things that I've been thinking about, though. The biggest one being...
The goal was to get inside the hidden room inside Horodori Institute. But in the end, we didn't find anything.
A hidden room inside Horodori Institute?
We have to look into this. After hearing about something like that.
Well, I suppose so.
So...
Alright, our next destination is?
Yeah, Horodori Institute.
Alright, so we're gonna look for some sort of hidden compartment or room. Maybe we should actually go and find the blueprints of the building first. See if we can find something there. Ah, maybe because of something we saw in the Somnium we could find something. This room does look a little bit like the
No one
Somnium.
here.
It's past business hours, so they probably all left.
But the lights are on.
Maybe someone forgot to turn them off?
The entrance wasn't locked too.
I think someone forgot to lock it.
There weren't any guards around.
Must be on vacation. No, fine. I'm sorry, okay? Yes, you're right. Something is clearly wrong.
We're gonna find
As
a
if
dead
someone
body,
is inviting us
aren't we?
inside.
A trap, maybe?
For who? And why? No one could have known we were coming here.
Then maybe it's for welcoming someone other than us. Who's there?
No quick time offense, please.
Ryuki, living organism detected. They're alone. They must be hiding somewhere.
Where would they be? Not really seeing anything. My bit. Oh, I thought I saw something moving, but that was just a robot arm. On anything. I'm thinking maybe they're behind those biopods. Maybe up here? No. I want to see if there's actually clues to if someone is here. That would be interesting. See, is there maybe a door open or something? Not seeing any door open. Am I seeing someone behind the biopods? I don't think I do. Behind the statues, there are... No, I thought for a second there were 3 feet there, but no. Oh, hey, isn't there something over there? Maybe not though. Okay, no. Maybe inside, near the desk. Not seeing anybody, but this seems to be our next Somnium candidate. It's kind of funny though that we're just kind of looking for it. Oh, there we go. Not seeing anything though. Oh wait, maybe if you like squint your eyes, you can see some orangey in the yellowy bio liquid. Maybe.
There you
it's
are.
Komaida or whatever.
Hey, I know you're there. Come on out.
Come on, squarehead. Why are you here even? Alright, you weirdo. What are you doing here?
Komeiji.
What is he doing here?
Well, well, well. Look who we have here. Mr. Can't get along with his son because of children picking on him. Did you find Soma? Did you find Soma?
Yes. I think he's at home right now.
Did you unlock the entrance? Do I have to repeat myself each time?
What do you mean? It was unlocked when I got here.
Okay, that's fucking weird. Why are you here?
Who knows?
Mate,
I don't even know
I
myself.
have a gun. I have a
Before
gun.
I knew it, I found myself here. Maybe my brain is messed up from all the drinking.
He's clearly lying.
He's obviously hiding the real reason he's here. Now, how to make him talk?
He may be hiding something on his person. Let's find out.
Oh shit, a gun.
Is that?
Why does he have that? Komeiji, what are you hiding in your pocket there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's no use trying to hide it.
Why do you have a gun,
What
buddy?
you have there, it's a pistol, isn't it? Komeiji, can you please tell me what's going on?
Quick time events are happening. Dang it! Well, at least he's not trying to shoot me. Also, you can run with your stubby legs. Holy shit! The fuck is this, Tom and Jerry or something? Come on!
What's going on here? I need answers!
But he's completely hysterical. We won't be able to talk to him like this, and we can't wing sync either.
We're only left with one choice.
Ryuki, sync with him.
Alrighty then. Wait, right now? No. Okay, good. So boss is here again.
All right, I think I get the picture.
Komeiji was in Horodori Institute for some reason, and he even had a gun on him.
So, you want to find out why?
That's right.
Okay, the preparations are complete. Let's get right to it then. Ryuki, I'm sure you already know this, but the time limit inside Somnium is...
6 minutes. I know.
Okay. Then let's begin.
Super stand-up battle!
Alright, well, I am gonna end it here so that I can start with the Somnium immediately when I play next, so... this was pretty fun. That background is giving me a bit of a headache, though. Oof. Not really sure if that would fuck up autistic people, but not autistic, epileptic people. Sorry. But yeah, we're just gonna play this next week or something. I don't know, whenever I decide to play this again. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you later. Yada yada yada. You know how it goes. Gonna just quickly answer this. What Uma do you like? Uma is something unexplained, something. Chupacabra, Loch Ness Monster, Mothman. I like the Mothman. I wonder how many points this thing needs to get to become an adult. Or I guess a rookie. I don't know if this will follow the Digimon stages of things. Alright, let's save this bastard. Alrighty then. Anything I want to do before I head on out? I'm a little surprised that we haven't had any different branch routes yet. I think that we might not get any branch routes except for maybe another third one after we've done all the branches. So after we finished the Ryuki branch, we'll do the Misaki one, and then afterwards we'll get the third round. Maybe something like that, because from what I remember of the previous game, there wasn't a branch every Somnium, but for the first couple there was a branch. There were, let's see, there was the Iris route, the Misaki route, the Oda route. I feel like there was a couple more routes, but I don't know what name I would, or what character I would tie to that, because with the Misaki route it was clearly about Misaki. With the Iris route, clearly about Iris. Oda's route, clearly about Oda. And I remember Oda's route was a branch from the Misaki route. But Iris's branch was, I guess the best way to call it was probably the Iris's mom route. I guess, maybe it's the best way to say that. Yeah, I'd say so. Misaki's branch route was Oda's route, and that one focused mainly on Oda and not really Misaki. And then you got like the Misaki route that genuinely focused on Misaki, which is my favorite route, by the way. Then you got the Iris route, then you got the Iris's mom route, which still focused a lot on Iris. And then I think after you've done all of those routes, you have one final route, but that was more of a, I think that was the end of Iris's mom's route, where you got content that was on par with the other routes, but it just cut off at some point, and then you couldn't go farther into the route until you finished the 3 other routes. I feel like there would have been more routes, but I might just have been mistaken. It's been a while since I actually played the game. But yeah, there were 4 routes here, so I guess they're going for something different, which I honestly don't really mind, because usually when it comes to games like this where you have a ton of routes, I'd prefer it to be structured similarly to, let's say, Fate Stay Night, where you have maybe different routes, like you have the Fate route, you have the Unlimited Blade Works route, and you have the Heaven's Feel or Heaven's Wheel, one or the other route, and they're meant to be played in a certain order, where Fate introduces you to a bunch of concepts and just gives you a pretty cut and clear adventure of Saber and Shiro falling in love, and then with that love they finish the grill or something. And then the Unlimited Blade Work routes focuses a lot more on Shiro's character development and so on. And then the Heaven's Feel route is a lot darker and focuses a bit more on the philosophies behind it all. which all of them focus on what it means to be a hero, but I do feel like Heaven's Feel explores it the most. Where Unlimited Blade Works does explore it, but it's more focused on Shiro's relationship with Emiya over, anything else. But yeah, and while I don't think that NirvanA is the same as Unlimited Blade Works, because I'm not really sure which route, because they didn't push you into playing a specific route first. I do feel like most players would probably say at the choice that splits you between the routes, where you ask Ryuki, okay, so do you remember the name of the guy that, like, do you remember the name of the murderer or whatever? I don't remember the exact question. Most players would probably say yes, just because they want to figure out who the actual murderer is. But I said no because I felt like that made the most sense to answer as Ryuki. Because I feel like he wouldn't want to say who the murderer is, right? So, if we're gonna go with what I think the story wants you to follow, I think I am on the right first route, where if we're going with what the player would initially see, it would probably be the other way around. But I am actually kind of interested in figuring out how that would play out if, let's say, I actually did pick the Mitsuki route first, because it isn't like we have been stopped in these routes and they told us, okay, so you gotta stop and you gotta play the Mitsuki route now, because information is gonna be told if you go further than this that would spoil things in the Mitsuki route. From what I'm seeing, because we've already done, after this one, 3 Somniums, right? If we count this one, sure, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this is the 3rd Somnium on this route if we don't count the first one. And I'm fairly sure that there were only about 3-ish to maybe 4-ish. I think actually 4-ish routes, 4-ish Somniums on each route. Where, no, with the Ota route only having 2, I think, but that's not entirely important. Somewhere between 3 and 4 Somniums on each route. So this is either the last Somnium we're gonna get, which I doubt, or it's gonna be the second to last Somnium we're gonna get, which is a little bit more likely, I'd say. So, unless they're gonna pull away, hey, so you're allowed to play almost the entire route except for the last part, we're more than likely gonna get the entire Ryuki route before we even step foot on the Mitsuki route, which is fine, I think. I feel like this is probably the best way to play it. But yeah, it's interesting. I am glad that they tried something new where they have 2 main routes you play, and maybe a 3rd route. That would be pretty interesting. They are playing with a lot of different dimensions and stuff, but this is not different dimensions, right? This is different times, so I'm not really sure what the conclusion is gonna be. Maybe that the routes cross over for a little bit or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's fun. I'm having fun with that, even though a lot of people might say, oh, you only have 2 routes, that's way worse than the previous game, because they had like 4 or 5, I don't remember how many. But I prefer it like this, because it makes me feel like I don't have to backtrack as much. Because as much as I like the previous game, it did feel like, let's say you just finished the route, it felt a bit, not anticlimactic, but a little going backwards when you had to go all the way back to a different route, you know? Especially when you went from, let's say, the ending of the Misaki route to then the Oda route, where both routes are great. Like, they are probably my 2 favorite routes in the game, but because they're on the same timeline, it felt like you were just backtracking for a little bit when you went to the other route until you got to entirely new stuff. Also, genuinely, I am glad I played the Misaki route last, because it would have physically hurt me to not be there for Misaki after I saw that route. Like, dang, that would have been physically painful. I don't think I would have nearly enjoyed the Iris route as much as I did if I had played it after the Misaki route, because in the Iris route, Date is a bit of a bastard to Misaki. He just didn't really... I won't say he was uncaring, but he definitely his priorities were somewhere else. But yeah, I don't know why I started suddenly talking so much or blabbing so much. I guess I had some stuff to say about this whole game and everything. Where normally I'm a bit too focused on actually playing the game. But yeah, this is about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you later. Yada yada yada. It is fucking hot though, like genuinely. It's pretty late already and it's really fucking hot, so... Alright, see you later.